Yay!
Show and tell.
Greetings, gamers. It's Dickie from Frown with another show and tell video. When your neighborhood is overrun with pests, you know who to call. The Xterminators. We'll draft dice to remove all the pests from various job sites to earn your money. For extra nasty pests, we'll use special cards to get the job done. Squad members can bring in even more of your money by reaching performance goals. The Xterminator who's brought in the most money when the game ends is the winner. Here we have Xterminators set up for 3 players in Tabletop Simulator.
Components.
The components are as follows: 4 player boards, 48 job cards, 20 Xterminator cards, 4 identical sets of 5, 6 dice, 98 pest tokens, 20 refill tokens, a company calendar with 2 markers, and a first player marker.
Setup.
At setup, we'll separate the 4 types of jobs into face-up piles in the middle of the table: house, hotel, apartments, and restaurant. Then we'll take turns drawing 3 different job cards to our player boards and filling each card's windows with a pest token, randomly drawn from the bag. There are rats, termites, roaches, ants, and fleas. Each game will use a number of white pest dice equal to the number of players in the game plus 1, which is 4 dice in this case. Pest dice have icons that match those on the pest tokens. We'll also always use the color die. Everybody gets an identical set of 5 Xterminator cards and flips them face up. Grab 5 black refill tokens and keep them next to your refill track. Place the company calendar within easy view of all players and put a marker on the first day of the month. The other marker determines when the game ends and can be set to your desired game length. Let's play 3 weeks. Finally, give the starting player marker to the player who most recently squished a bug.
Let's play.
Xterminators is played over a number of rounds, each representing 1 day on the calendar. The starting player rolls all dice to create a selection pool. Starting with that player and going clockwise, take turns selecting and removing 1 white pest die from the pool. With your selection, take one of these 3 actions. Remove. On one of your job cards, remove or exterminate a pest token that matches your die selection plus the color die result. For example, if the color die is red and one of the available pest dice shows a termite, select that die from the pool to remove 1 red termite token from a job card, returning it to the bag. If a pest die shows a wild icon, you get to choose any pest. If the color die shows a wild icon, each player gets to choose the color for their turn. Note that white pest tokens do not require a matching color in order to be removed. Refill. On your refill track, place a black token on the pest that matches your selection. Relax. If you can't remove or refill, just sit back and relax.
Oh yeah!
When you exterminate all pests from a job card, remove it from your player board and score the amount shown at the end of the game. Immediately replace it with the top card from any of the 4 piles and fill the windows with pest tokens in order from top left to bottom right. Notice that some job cards have sticky notes labeled first or last, representing a serious infestation. This means the pest in that window must be removed first before the other pests, or last after the other pests. Your Xterminator cards offer helpful special abilities on your turn. Each can be used only once, and you can only use 1 card on your turn. When you use one, flip it over to show that it's no longer available to you. However, when you fill all 5 spaces on your refill track, you get to flip them face up so they're all available to use once again. After the last player has taken their turn, all players get to remove 1 of the pests from the leftover dice, if there are any, or use it to fill a space on your refill track. To end the round, pass the starting player marker clockwise. That player advances the calendar 1 day and rolls the dice to start a new round. When you reach the second marker on the calendar, the game ends.
Story.
Calculate your final score by adding up the following: the total money from your completed job cards, the total money for any performance bonuses you earned, noting that job cards can be used to satisfy multiple bonuses, $5 for each empty window on your incomplete job cards. The player who brought in the most money is the winner. The player who brought in the least is the loser. Everyone else just played. For more info about Xterminators or any of my other games, or to schedule an online playtest, click the link in the description below. Thanks! And don't forget to
Have fun.